Tales of Berseria, das Spiel, das, auf dem eine Überraschung nach der nächsten folgt. Wie auch im letzten Part, wo wir erfahren haben, dass Artorius mittlerweile ein Hirte ist, der wohl erste Hirte in der Geschichte. Und ja, wie gesagt, das Tier spielt 1000 Jahre später. Es passt daher vieles zusammen, aber wenn man bedenkt, wie Artorius überhaupt zum Hirten wurde und welche Weggründe er hatte, oder ist es noch alles unbekannt? Wir werden sehen. So, wir brauchen Informationen über Artorius und wir bekommen die nur, indem wir halt hier Aufträge annehmen, und zwar alle. Machen wir erstmal das hier. 3 nach.
Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie.
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Ifrid. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. Few can accomplish that. It takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrid's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrid's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The shepherd Artorius, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
Was geht hier nur ab? Der Hirt ist unser Feind, Magilu. Keine Ahnung, wie man der vertrauen kann. Aeson und Oku sind die besten Freunde, zumindest Trinkbrüder. Und ich habe jetzt eine Vermutung, wer Captain Ivory sein könnte, wer gerade davon erzählt hat. Also, ich habe schon mal erwähnt, dass ich auch gespannt drauf bin, ob es irgendwie, weil wir wissen ja aus Cestiria, von Aeson wissen eigentlich nur Erzählungen von Edna, aber auch von Zavida. Zavida von wegen, ja, eine Schuld zu begleichen über Aeson und so weiter und so fort. Und ich habe gerade überlegt, warte mal, Captain Ivory, klar, Name stimmt nicht, aber ansonsten, die Eigenschaften würden passen. Könnte es sein, dass vielleicht Zavida sich hier noch Ivory nannte? Das war mal krass, oder? Aber egal.
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
Ja, der kleine Laffy-Set. Das könnte auch, so gut die informiert ist und so weiter. Könnte es vielleicht sein, dass die Vorgänger der Assassinen sind aus Cestiria? Wer weiß, wa? Kellnerspiel. Nee. Kein Bock auf Spielen. Zockt zwar ein Spiel, aber hab keinen Bock auf Spielen.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
Ja, gut. Velvet aktuell noch, sie will ihre Rache, koste was es will. Gefällt mir nicht.
That ceremony was simply fantastic. Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him then.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable without him.
Velvet, denk nicht mal daran. Spielen wir echt die Böse? Ich will noch nicht so recht daran glauben, dass mich das Spiel dahin führen will. Als wäre es so offensichtlich. Von wegen, ja, Velvet ist böse, weil es Rache handelt, fertig. Da kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Ha, erwischt. So, wir wissen ja eigentlich, wo wir hin müssen, aber fragen wir trotzdem gerade, wie, wo ist da das Teil? Da war noch gar nicht, der da oben. Achso, in der Taverne hier. Hä?
It's a history book titled The Rise and Fall of Midgand. About 800 years ago, Our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years. A period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
All right, that's enough for today.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth, and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgard's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorius with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorius knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
Ach, Velvet. Ich glaube echt immer noch nicht, dass Artorius wirklich so böse wie er irgendwie. Ich weiß nicht, Leute. Ich weiß doch einfach nicht, ey. Das Spiel einfach nur verarschen will, aber es doch im Prinzip so simpel aufgebaut ist. Zumindest vom Story-Plot her. Ich kann es mir vorstellen. Das wäre. Wie gesagt, das wäre zu simpel. Und ich will nicht glauben, dass das Spiel so simpel sein soll. So, wo muss er da eigentlich hin? Was, da hoch wieder? Ach du Scheibenkleister. Ich schätze mal, abkürzen kann ich nicht, wa? Wäre zwar ganz cool. So, die nächste Geschichte hier in der Seitengasse. Mitnehmen. Dankeschön.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No, they don't.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow, routed the demons, and formed a band of skilled young exorcists.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state coffers, then.
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive. Maybe he is our shepherd. Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgard would be a smoking ruin.
Hat er echt alles nur gemacht im Sinne von das größere Wohl? könnte es echt sein, dass es doch im Prinzip so simpel ist und doch einerseits halt simpel, aber auch tiefgründig, wenn man so will. Wer weiß, wer weiß. So, die Frage... eigentlich hier.
Greetings, Magilu's Menagerie. You've come to exactly the right place.
You must be a Bloodwing. What do you want?
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons the Abbey wants gone? Yeah.
Would you ever consider hunting them down for us? We'll reward you properly.
Reward? Why pay us when the Abbey would do it for free?
It's complicated. The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially where Code Red demons are concerned.
I get it. They'll only act if they determine the demon would cause more harm than the losses they'd incur in battling it. That does seem logical.
But sometimes people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or sometimes they have a connection to the person the demon used to be. Wherever there's a Code Red demon, you can bet there are people willing to pay good money to have it killed.
And let me guess, that's where the Bloodwings come in.
Exactly. There are Bloodwings all throughout Midgand who have information on these Code Red demons. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure you're well compensated.
All right, I understand. But I won't make any promises.
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't survive anyway. If you get results, let us know. We'll hold up our end. That being said, I'd feel guilty if I didn't help out at least a little, so here, take this.
Those Bloodwings are definitely a rough crowd.
To be fair, things are never that straightforward when you're dealing with demons.
All that matters is that there's something in it for us if we hunt those Code Red demons. The only thing better than fighting formidable foes is getting paid for it.
Just remember that these Code Red demons are tough enough to make the Abbey shiver. We'd be wise not to underestimate them.
We should talk to those Bloodwings before considering any of the marks. They might have information that will help us prepare.
Yeah, and we better remember to upgrade our equipment.
Right.
Hast du wieder upgraden oder was? Oh, schön. Ah, die ganzen Gespräche hier, mein Gott, so. Sicher irgendwie die Gegner am Stufe Rot, aber nicht wahr?
Hey, Laphicet.
What is it, Rokuro?
Mabo curry.
Huh? Oh.
You're an interesting one. You like Mabo curry that much, huh?
It smells good. And it's creamy and kind of spicy. Eating it made me feel nice.
I'd say you love it then. Do all Malakim have such an appetite?
Each has their own tastes. Some eat a lot, some eat a little. Just like humans or demons.
What do you like, Aizen?
Drinks, I suppose.
What else?
Pretty much just drinks.
Don't you like anything else?
Is it a problem if I don't?
No. I'm just wondering.
For me, it's drinks and candied sweet potatoes.
That's where you boil strips of sweet potato in oil and then coat them in sugar, right?
Yeah, I never get tired of them.
So you like to drink, but you've also got a sweet tooth?
Yeah. Is that so strange?
No.
Candied sweet potatoes. Sounds good.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a sign that you're alive, remember?
Right.
Ja. Oder so ungefähr. Was soll's? Muss das überhaupt? 6 Hafens wieder eingang. Warte mal ganz kurz. Ich will nicht alles wieder auswendig, aber eigentlich, ja, doch, ist schon das. Wobei, die Strecke ist eigentlich kurz, wa? Ich mach's trotzdem mal, komm. Weil ich's kann. War schon wieder. Also. Ja, bin schon richtig. Ich würde es doch gerne in diesem Folge noch machen, obwohl der Part bereits vorbei ist. Jetzt mal ganz kurz gucken. Ja, perfekt! Das sind keine neuen Gegenstände. Ist das schlecht. Ja, also, da ein paar rote Kisten zerstören kann nicht so schwierig sein, vor allem nicht so lange dauern. Was ist das für eine? Aha! Deswegen den, ja. Was? Also, die haben die Jagd abgeschlossen. Hä, wir haben einen erledigt? Ach so! Ja, schon, aber die war doch nicht hier in der Nähe. Die war ja... Das ist eine Weile her. So, die haben wir gemacht. Aber wie gesagt, die war nicht hier. Aha, wir hätten erst jetzt gegen die antreten sollen. Ja gut. ja, kein Wunder, war die so stark. Kriechende Viper. Ach du Scheiße, Level 18. Höhlen Nordmarsch. Wie können wir denn jetzt wieder hinkommen? Also angenommen, ich hätte sie damals nicht erledigt, würde sie erst jetzt machen, wenn wir dann da hinkommen. Tiefes Moorgebiet. Okay, interessant. Ich dachte mir schon, dass es irgendwie so ein starkes Vieh sein muss. Wir hatten echt Probleme mit dem geflügelten Baron. Aber hey, wie stark waren wir da? Level 7, Level 8 bloß. Und noch ohne Laphis hat wohl gemerkt, waren nur zu zweit, da war nur Roku dabei. Ja, Ace war noch nicht dabei. Laphis hat auch noch nie, wir waren nur zu zweit. Trotzdem einen Platt gemacht. Oh, so, das ist schon beeindruckend, wie ich finde. Und dann noch auf Schwierigkeitsstufe normal. Also zweithöchsten eigentlich. Ja, scheiße.
Have you heard? The Abbey is building a new base. I hear it's a huge temple in the middle of some mountains near a site of ancient ruins. If they've got time to build a temple, they should use it to kill more demons instead.
You sure you want to talk like that here?
Ha! I'm different from all those losers who swoon over the shepherd's pretty words and ignore reality. No one's found a way to cure demon blight yet, and demons are still swarming everywhere. Sure, maybe things are not as bad as they could have been, but we still have no idea what's going to happen next. Think about it. Demons could be infiltrating the city as we speak, and we'd be none the wiser.
Yep, you're completely right.
Abgesehen davon, dass man die Brust nicht einfach so ausrotten kann. Tempelbaum, vielleicht den von Nautilus?
Let's move in.
Benwick and the crew did a fine job.
Oh, gehen mal rein und gucken, was los ist. Was ist irgendwelche Monster oder so? Das sind roten Kisten, okay. Hier ist eine Truhe, das ist eine rote Katztruhe.
Red crates. These must be our targets. The seal of Midgand Cathedral?
Should we look inside?
There's no need. Burn them, Laphicet.
Okay.
We're done here. Let's go.
That storm cost too much time. I must report to Lord Artorias as soon as possible. It's you!
Oh hey, the crybaby.
Eleanor Hume, Exorcist Praetor.
Ernsthaft, wenn zweimal Akin dabei war? Schau mal ganz kurz. Schwäche Wasser, aber irgendwie Wasser glaube ich nicht, war. Oh. Ich hab keine Zeit für euch. Und tschüss mal Akims. Widerstand Erde, Schwäche Feuer! Hey, hey, hey! Der war böse! Wie stark sind wir denn? Aussachen kann sie aber gut, Respekt. Werden vergiftet. Und das war's.
Willing to fight without your Malakim? No! You set the storehouse ablaze? The people have worked so hard to withstand this time of crisis. How can you destroy what they have so painstakingly built? Because I'm not human. You'll pay for this, you demon! More Malakim up her sleeves.
I will protect you, Madam Eleanor! Come and face me now, demon! He's adorable. Am I?
I found you at last.
That bad voice!
Bienfu, you traitor! You'll never leave my clutches again!
Mother! No!
What are you doing? Get out there and fight!
Hey, look! Is that smoke?
It is! Fire!
The fire has spread enough. Let's get going.
You're coming with us.
Let me go! Witch nippers!
Madam Exorcist! What happened?
Oh, you're badly hurt.
I can wait. Gather the people and put out that fire.
Yes, madam.
Tell me, do you know what was being kept in that warehouse?
Mostly nectar, I believe. Vast stores of the medicine, provided by High Priest Gideon, to be distributed to doctors across the land.
Medicine given by the church. Why would anybody destroy it?
Ja, eigentlich eine gute Frage, war. Vor allem interessant, okay, jetzt wissen wir zwar ein bisschen was von Magilou, oh, ist ja interessant und so weiter, aber was macht die Alte? Lässt einfach ihr Malakim da. Oh, wir sind besiegt, oh, wir legen uns hin. Gute Nacht. War auch ein billiger Kampf, ich finde.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Misfortune and anguish! I had that little turncoat right in front of me!
Well, at least now I know where to find him.
That weird little Moloch was the one you were looking for?
The very same. The Malak Bienfu. A creature of unfathomable wickedness and beguiling cuteness who broke the heart of this wretched maiden. Once I finally catch him, who knows what I'll be capable of.
Not sure I get it.
Me neither.
Good. Pray that you never do. Let's
Jo.
go back and report our success.
Genau. Was ich noch gut finde oder interessant finde, ist, wenn man so will, natürlich. Wenn man in meine Stadt zurück war. Nö, brennt ja alles. Interessant finde, ich meine, sie ist ja kein Hirte, sondern Exorzist oder Exorzistin, wie auch immer. Trotzdem sind die Malakim bei den Exorzisten offenbar genau gleich aufgewartet wie beim Hirten. Also, ich schätze mal, dass das bei Artorias auch so ist, aber was sind Exorzisten haben auch mehrere Malakim? Was ist der Unterschied zwischen Hirten und Exorzisten? Weil einfach das Malakim einfach irgendwelche Malakim sind, scheißegal was die für Elemente haben. Und Artorias hat wohl die 4 stärksten Elementar-Malakim auf seiner Seite. Schätze ich mal, war im Sinne von Herrscher, Hauptherrscher, Nebenherrscher. Und Amatisierung, vermutlich auch wieder. Wird sicher interessant werden. Aber das vieles mehr wieder in der nächsten Folge hier bei Tales of Assyria. Danke fürs Zusehen, Freunde, und bis dahin, ciao zusammen.